if you're thinking of getting into martial arts and the biggest thing that's holding you back is that you feel like, man, I'm just so out of shape, I need to get in shape first and then I can go in. I want to give you some reasons why you should start now and hopefully some motivation to start now. If after this video you still think I still want to just get in shape before I go join a martial arts school, I will say that was the route that I took with my boxing. If you listen to my video where I talk about my journey into boxing, I was embarrassed at how out of shape I was. And so I decided to commit to 3 months of working out first before I got into boxing. And so that's what I did. So I can't throw shade at anybody going that route. But what I will say as an instructor, 9 out of 10 times when I talk to somebody over the phone about getting started, the first thing they'll say is, am I too out of shape? Am I going to look stupid? Am I going to hold my partners back? Am I going to hate every minute of class because of how exhausted I feel? Everybody in class has been where you are. They've had the same fear, the same concern. And so it's just something that's built up in your mind. And if you're on the fence and you could go either way, I would say just go ahead and do it. Just jump in, you're gonna feel right at home. I tell everybody I talk to check out our reviews and look at how many people say that they felt the exact same way when they stepped into the gym. And then also as instructors, we love seeing people transform from out of shape, fresh off the couch into awesome martial artists. We love being a part of that transformation. In fact, I remember having a student early on, his name was Mike, and he came into the gym because his doctor told him, man, if you don't do something about your weight, then you're not going to be here much longer. And so he decided to join a gym, which his doctor did not approve of it being a fight gym of any sort. But anyway, he would work out for about 10 minutes and then have to lay down. And I mean, just full spread eagle on the floor. And then he'd get back up and he'd do another 10 minutes and then lay back down on the floor. He also had a lot of back problems. And so his back would give him a lot of issues. And that's where he started. Anyway, after a few years, he was actually helping me with some of my classes, helping to teach. Even though he started from as low as low is for most people, he built himself up step by step. And so that can be your journey as well. And most gyms, I mean, you'd be hard pressed to find a gym, I think, that wouldn't welcome you in with open arms. We've all been there and we've all gone through a similar journey ourselves. So that's my first point. My second point though is probably the most important, and that is that it provides you with the structure that you need in order to get in shape. Maybe you've started working out and then fallen off, and then start working out again and then fallen off, and you've just got this history of never quite sticking with anything. And you're thinking, hey, martial arts might be that avenue for me where I can actually get into something that I'm gonna learn something, I'm going to enjoy it. Then just jump in and get that structure right off the bat. It gives you the guidance you need from a coach. It gives you the community you need to support you every step of the way. And it gives you the goals step by step as you go. And so if you know that you need that structure, then deciding I'm going to get in shape first so that I can be ready for the structure that I need to help me stick with working out. It's a bit of a catch-22 or putting the cart before the horse. Basically, you're wanting to get in shape so that you can be ready to do the things that are going to help you get in shape. You see what I mean? And I just share this with you because what I would hate is for you to decide, you know, I'm going to work out for 3 months, and then you fall off after a couple weeks, and so you decide I'm going to do it again, and then again, and then again. And then 2 years down the road, you still haven't completed that 3 months of working out to feel ready to join a gym yet. And then the third reason is that there is nothing that you can do in order to get in shape well enough for combat sports. It's just a completely different thing. I remember in the early days of the UFC, when people were still either very much strikers or very much grapplers, when they were just starting to cross-train in the two arts, the people that were primarily grapplers would say, man, the striking is just so exhausting. And the people that were primarily strikers would say, man, the grappling is just so exhausting. They're just completely different energy systems. Now, if you come in shape, it's going to give you a little bit of help for sure. But you're still going to finish that class, that very first class, just feeling dead. no matter how much training you do outside of class to prepare for it. And part of it is because your body needs to learn how to coordinate the muscles in order to be most efficient. There's a thing in bodybuilding known as newbie gains, and it's where all of a sudden, after just a few sessions of doing like bench press or any of these different exercises, you see the amount of weight that you can put on the bar jump up. And it's not because you're just weirdly overnight building all this muscle, it's because your muscles are getting the coordination of the movement together. So at first, when you're bench pressing, your body doesn't really know what muscles to tighten and what ones to relax and kind of when to transition between the two. And so you burn a lot of needless energy pushing the bar up. Your body doesn't know to push down the gas or to push down the brake, so it does both. And so you're working against that. And as your body gets more comfortable, it takes its foot off the brake, so it's only pushing on the gas. Well, when people come in and they're throwing kicks, and I have them throw like 50 on each leg, they'll be gassed. Sometimes they can't even finish it. But then within just a couple of weeks, man, they'll hit all 50 on each leg, so all 100 kicks, no problem. They'll be tired, but they'll be just fine. They'll be like, man, my cardio is just shooting through the roof. And yeah, it is building, but a lot of it is that their body is learning what muscles to relax and how to do the kicks more efficiently so that they don't work against themselves. And so no matter how much running you do outside of class, when you come in, your body is still going to work against itself. It's still not going to have the coordination that it needs. And so you're still just going to gas yourself out. And so what I would say is, if you are going to go the route of getting in shape first before joining a gym, then what I would recommend is building some actual martial arts training into your workout. Get a heavy bag and train on that so that you can start to build the coordination. Buy some online courses. You can get them pretty cheap. Check out Dynamic Striking. Hopefully, eventually on my channel, I'm gonna have some for you very soon. But at the end of the day, I would most recommend that you just jump in and you just get started. Find a gym that is a good fit for you, and they'll be encouraging and they'll help you get started the right way. And don't waste too much time getting started, because I guarantee a year from now, you're going to look back on the day you started as like, man, I wish I would have just started sooner. Awesome, guys. Bye, bye, bye.